This is how we're starting the live stream. Should probably organize this. Hello. Welcome in. It's been a minute. Hi, Jasmine. I'm working on like a pillow cover. It's cute. I like it, but I'm gonna pretty much rework all of it because it's got a funky shape. So I'm gonna like readjust my increase corners because I think that is what is making it all funky. But I haven't used like this is a jumbo, not jumbo, chunky or a bulky. This is a bulky. I haven't used a bulky yarn in a minute, so I underestimated how this was gonna look. It's cute. It's cute. I'm trying to work on some home decor, like a home decor series for the channel. So I want to have like a lot of really simple, basic, but colorful pieces for my home. So that's what I'm trying to fix right now. But I kind of had a feeling I was going to have to frog it just because this was like a test run. But at least now I think I see what I want to change and I can go from there. Hi, Dawn. Shell. It's not heart-shaped. It's not supposed to be, but it came out. It's my increases. As I was like looking at it, if I like refix my increases a little bit, it'll lie flat. But because I did them a little bit too chunky on the corners, it's making it look like it's supposed to take a different shape. It's not. It's really not. It's supposed to be a square pillow cover. How are you guys doing? I was so sad I missed, I think, maybe 2 weeks worth of live stream, or maybe just that one. But we're here today, and I was trying to plan out kind of like future content in a sense, and I think I want to get on like, I say this all the time, I think I want to get on a more strict schedule with the live streams. So today's a Wednesday. I'm curious which day you guys prefer, but I'm thinking either every Wednesday around 2-ish, 2 p.m. Pacific time, or, wow, that's a lot of yarn, or Thursdays around like 1 or 2-ish. Like how you said, never mind. You saw the cover and you're like, that's not heart-shaped. Hello, Artistic Rain. Oh, you're crocheting pot plants for an upcoming market. How fun! You go to crochet markets that you sell? Do you mind me asking what state or country you sell in? Emma, you're watching from work again? Thanks for tuning in, even though your boss is probably around the corner. I won't say nothing. Jessica, you caught a live stream. A-Rocks, what is up? It's hot today. Feeling a little bit off the last few days, but nothing like a little crochet sesh to kind of bring me back. Artistic Rain, you're making a top for crochet cosplay. What are you cosplaying as? Johanne, hello. Is it Tiara or Tiara? But Tiara. Currently weaving in ends on a granny square sweater. That's Easter themed. That's so cute. You should share it on the Discord. I'm not consistently on there just because I'm checking all the other social platforms, but there's a lot of people in the Discord who would love to see your work. So if you want to share some photos, I'm sure people in the Discord are gonna hype you up. Harshita, you're winding some yarn. Oh, when I released the yarn winding video, the timing. You're crocheting an amigurumi of a sportswoman. See, that's something else I need to see. Like I need help visualizing that. You're not online yet. You don't have an online store. Oh, and you're selling in Australia. I want to grow into Etsy, but maybe in 2 years. I've been crocheting for 4 years, and you're only 14? You're getting a head start on it. That's awesome. Well, when you are ready to sell online, when you get to that point, of course, there's never any rush, but I actually first started with bigcartel.com because they were free. I think I could list, I think it was like 50 or something like that items for free. It was a free platform, and I was like, what? So that's an option. Or you can just try selling like on Instagram. Sorry, this is literally how I'm starting the live stream. 7 minutes of me frogging. It's okay. We're almost there. I can start over. See, at this point, the score looks totally chill, and that's why I was like, oh, okay. Like, I can keep going. There's a little bit of warp to it, but I was like, oh, yeah, I can keep doing it. And then as it got bigger and bigger, I was like, it's pretty obvious, like, it's not okay. Like, I can't just continue. Katie Jean. Yeah, you caught a live. You just finished your Musselburgh today. So I need to find something else to work on. Is that like a sweater or like a top? If the chat will allow you, you should post a link to the Musselburgh pattern. Or you can also just go on the Discord and share it, because I don't think I've ever heard of that. Look how cute. But I have to. Is there an age limit to sell on Etsy? I personally don't know because I don't use Etsy. I've thought about it, but I've also heard from so many people that Etsy is not great with like fees and percentages. So I've heard that they take a really big percentage of like your payment. Because like the other platforms that I sell on, they also take a percentage, but it's not terrible. But I've heard, I mean, Etsy is great because it's so huge and a lot of people sell there. So it's like a huge library. I feel like it's people's most used website besides Ravelry for patterns, but all right, let's try this. But yeah, I personally don't use Etsy, so I can't quite give feedback on them. I'm not sure. Oh, maybe I should just do two chains. So that's 2. Yeah. You know what? Vlogging again. Trying my hardest to make this look proper. Let's try 2 chains. 2 chains. Artistic Rain, you're French, and it's 11 p.m. right now for you. Right now, my in-laws, they're over in Europe, so they're probably close to you. Which is why, where is he? Oh, I'm watching my mother-in-law's dog, Oliver. He's under the bed right now. He's like hanging out. I don't even really know what he is. He's like part terrier, part bichon, and part something else. I couldn't tell you. But he's napping under the bed because we just took them on a little doggy walk. And then, of course, Suki Bear is right there. She's hot too. Had to take the dogs on their lunchtime walk, their late lunch walk, because if I started this live stream before that, all hell would break loose. Wait, I just read something. Where'd it go? Jasmine, you said, I'm so lucky I got tonsillitis today because I missed school and finally got alive. So, funny story, maybe not funny, but growing up and then even all throughout college, I would have either tonsillitis consistently or strep throat all the time. I can't even tell you how many times I've had tonsillitis, but I was constantly at the doctor's, just always getting sick. And then maybe more now, about 6 or 7 years ago, I had a tonsillectomy as a grown adult. And ever since I got my tonsils removed, I haven't even had a sore throat, which is crazy for me because since like middle school, every single month I was sick. Like swollen tonsils, so bad. But yeah, I got them removed, and ever since then, I feel like it was a lifesaver. It sounds dramatic, but it changed a lot about my health. So for me, it was necessary. And I think since I've had them removed, I'll maybe get like 1 head cold a year. And that's it. Even my dad was like, this is crazy. He's like, you're never sick anymore. And I'm like, it was the tonsils. They were doing it to me. And I remember coming out of surgery too, and I was like a little groggy. And I could barely talk, but I looked at the nurse, and I think the first thing I said is, can I see them? She was like, yeah. So I'm like this, and she brings them over in a jar, and those puppies were fat. They were just scarred. It was disgusting. But I was looking at them and shaking them, and I was like, you bastards, you did this to me. Take that. Can't even see my stitches. What's going on here? Oh, Arox, how is your Avatar Advent Tea coming along? Curious for updates. I'm working on the day 4 colorway right now, so I'm not super far along yet. That's okay. Take your time. It's all in your own pace. I mean, some people were sending me photos of them with their like finished project like on day 5. They had completed it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not even that fast. But I did finish up the Avatar tea. I'm going to show it to you guys. Thankfully, it's just sitting in the corner in the sunlight a little bit. You guys ready for this? I haven't even posted this yet. I'm just a little bit behind. But I finished my tea. She still needs a bit of blocking. It's okay. It's okay. We have neighbors. There are kids. Naturally, the kids are gonna laugh. So protective. But anyways, this is the Avatar tee. And I did try it on a couple days ago. I think I finished this like a week and a half ago, but I tried it on. I love the fit of it, so I'm kind of torn between blocking it. Maybe I should just like get it wet and then like lay it flat or something because I love the fit. She's gorge, but there are some like little tension issues. You see that like with the sleeve. The pattern also called for I think a tubular bind off or a ribbed bind off. And I watched a couple tutorials on YouTube and I was like, I don't have the time, like the patience to do like the tubular bind off. There's so many steps just to cast off one stitch. I was like, so kind of bit myself in the foot because I just did a standard, I don't even know what it's called, but just a standard bind off. So it's a little bit, you guys see that? A little bit. This is like the part I want to block, if you will. But I don't want to I don't want it to be any wider. And then the bottom. It was interesting because I think I had worked the very last bottom like of the ribbing with the same size needles as the project. And then to cast off, because usually when I do the standard cast off, it makes your work, it's not stretchy. You can stretch it a little bit, but then there's like a point where the fabric will not budge. And I don't like it when tops, like when I knit and then the top where I bind off is super restrictive. So I thought I think I sized up 1 or 2 whole needle sizes. For example, if it was like a 5 I was using, I used a 6 just for the very last row of the bind off. So that was like an interesting technique that I tried. But it also resulted in a little bit of obviously like uneven tension. I think I could have done without sizing up. But that's weird because like I said, even on the shirt that I knitted for Jordan around Christmas, I just worked it like a flat panel, and on that last row when I did the bind off, it's like it like goes in concave and it doesn't stretch. So my head was like, oh, I should change my needle sizes. But yeah, anyways, that is my little rant. But here's the tee. Still got to weave in the ends. Love it though. My favorite section has got to be like right across the middle, the greens and those blues. So yeah, I should post this in the Discord. I haven't shared it anywhere. You guys actually got the first sneak peek. I keep telling myself I'm gonna like take some photos in it, and then the days just get away from me. But yeah, that's the Advent tee. It's 9:06 a.m. on a Thursday for you. Oh, because you're in Australia. So this is a great time to watch a stream. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'm either between like Wednesdays or Thursdays. Lee, you're crocheting a cotton tablecloth. Are you doing it like filet crochet? Betty is knitting a pair of cable socks. Those are 2 things I have yet to try with knitting. Socks and cable knits. I don't think I'm there yet. Like I could try it, but it's intimidating. When did I get the new dog? We got Suki on Christmas Day. And it wasn't like a Christmas gift of any sorts. Jordan and I had both just been talking about it for a while. And then lo and behold, the stars just like aligned. We found her. We found her a few days, I think, before Christmas, maybe like 3 or 4 days. And then we went to go check her out and meet her in person. And then they got back to us and said that she was ready to go to her new home at any time. And Jordan, like we were coming back home from visiting the in-laws on Christmas night. And Jordan was like, should we just go pick her up today? And I was like, okay. So we actually got her on Christmas, which means as of a few days ago, we have officially had her for 3 months already, which is kind of crazy already. She's so big now. It's kind of sad. Like, just I'm looking at photos of her from like just a month ago, and she's so much smaller. It's kind of trippy, to be honest. Yay, you like the Advent tree? Thank you, A-Rocks. How many yards did you use for the sleeves approximately? So obviously the pattern tells you like roughly how many rows or inches. I think it was just rows. They didn't provide inches, but I'm more like a cap sleeve girl. So I either like sleeves to be like really high up like a cap sleeve, or I like them like 3/4. But for me, a sleeve that stops like right in the middle is just not flattering for me. So for me, again, after I split for the sleeves and the body, when I went back to the sleeves, I only worked, I think I did about 11 rows, and that is including the ribbing. So once I started working on my sleeves, like I picked those stitches back up onto my needle, I worked four more rows to finish out the green colorway that I have, just to finish that stripe. And then I worked 2 rows in the new color, and then I think like 5 or 6 rows for ribbing. So I literally only added on maybe like, what is that, 1.5 inches, best case scenario. See down here, it's a rather short sleeve. I hardly added anything, but as you'll see, and when I finally try it on, like take photos, it does hit me like a little bit longer than a cap sleeve, but nothing too drastic. So I just went for more of a short sleeve style, but I would say I only added about an 1.5 inches of work. Emily, you just learned how to do the tubular bind off for your first knit garment. Can't blame me for skipping it. Yeah, I mean, I think if I really put my heart and soul into it, I could do it. Not gratefully, not aesthetically pleasing, but I could do it. But that was also like another thing I was thinking of is I want the Advent tee to look clean, you know? It doesn't have to be perfect because it's definitely not, but I really thought about it and I was like, if I attempt this new technique on this project, I could ruin it. Like, it's not going to come out looking how I'd like. So I'd rather save like practicing for the tubular on like a swatch or something, just to kind of get my bearings. Speaking of Advent projects, I'm sure those of you who are here who did participate in the Advent, you should have received an email from me last night, but I'm starting to open up the voting for your top 3 favorite colorways. In a while back when I think when I was first shipping out the boxes, I was letting you all know that once we completed the Advent, I was going to let you guys and then the public vote on their top 3 favorite colorways from the collection. And then whatever, majority votes, whatever the top 3 colorways are, I'm going to go ahead and open those up for pre-orders. And that'll be the only time that I like bring back the Advent colorways for like the public. So in case there was like one of the colorways as you were knitting it or crocheting it and you're like, dang, I wish I had enough of this to make a tank top or a shirt or like a pair of socks or something, I will be opening up orders that one time, and it'll be for full hanks. So it's not going to, obviously, how do I say this? The pre-order is not for the whole entire Advent. It'll just be for those 3 colors, but they will be available in full hanks. So 100 grams on all of my bases, and then 50 grams on the mohair bases, or mohair base. But right now I'm just letting the adventees vote first so I can kind of get an idea from them first what their favorites were. And then I'll post the Google form to vote onto my stories in like a day or two, my Instagram stories. And then everyone can vote whether you participated or not. And then that way too, public has a chance to potentially get a colorway that they really liked. So yeah, all that to say, my adventees, if you haven't seen the email yet, check your email, check your spam. Go vote if you're interested. You don't have to vote. If you're good and you don't want any other colors, then you don't have to worry about it. But yeah, I thought I'd let you guys know. You're playing yarn chicken and it doesn't look good. It's okay. It's okay. Stay calm. Stay calm. It's going to be okay. You just got to tell yourself, like, no, be confident. This is going to work out. It's going to work out. They're going to beat yarn chicken. They're going to win. Shell, thank you. It makes me happy. Makes me feel appreciated that you like my Advent tea. It's cool too because I've seen a couple people posting in the Discord as well, and a few others are following the same pattern. So it's really cool to see how others are making theirs just like a little bit different from mine, because with my top, I wanted it more cropped style. So I really took some time to kind of calculate total finish. Like I had to sit there and do gauge, but roughly like total length and then gauge and then how many rows for each color. So I ended up doing, I'll be honest, most of them were 7 rows per color. And then there was like a few colorways that I really loved. So I did like 8 rows or 9 rows. And that's not really counting the German short rows at the neckline, because it's kind of hard to calculate. You've got more rows in the back than the front. So, but for all intents and purposes, I did about 7 rows per color. And then people on the Discord, some people, it looks like they're using the full mini hank. So like, for example, it looks like they could have done like 14 rows per color or 10 rows per color. So it's just really cool to see how everybody's project is working up differently, even with the same pattern, which is really cool. Let me finish up this row real fast. Okay, it's a little bit tighter, but that might be better. So if I'm placing this onto a pillow, it's not flat. You know, pillows have a little bit of pluff to it. So I think slight dome shape is better to cover it. A-Rocks, you've never done tubular bind off for any shirt ever, so this pattern is a lot of learning for me. Re-Atla Advent in case the topic changes. Linda is crocheting a granny square cardigan, but with only 6 squares in the front and 1 giant in the back. That's creative. I like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3. It's probably like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to see. 1, 2, yeah. Stevie and Rebecca working on an ombre alpine stitch blanket. Ooh, that's got to be pretty. Artistic Rain. This one? Is this the one that you're talking about? This is actually a tattoo of, so it's called a siphonophore. One of mine and Jordan's friends, Jordan's friend first, and then I met him. But we just like went over to his house one day, and he showed us a few different designs that he was, excuse me, that he was really interested in tattooing. And at that time, he was really into sea creatures and sea living beings, living creatures, whatever. So it's a siphonophore, and it's a really cool like creature that it lives like deep, deep in those depths of the ocean where the light don't even get through. And as far as I know about it, um, it uses bioluminescence to communicate with the other sea creatures around it. And I thought that it was just beautiful. So I picked this one up and he gave me a little siphonophore. Asher. Okay, wait, Asher, I saw, oh my gosh, I saw that you tagged me in something on Instagram. And then I was like, wait, I had a feeling it was your finished Advent project, or at least like a whip. And I wanted to open it, but I was like, wait, I'm going to take these dogs on a walk first. Like I wanted to like sit down and like, so I took them on the walk and then I came on a live stream, but I'm going to look at whatever you tagged me in. I'm really excited. I saw the notification and I was like, Advent project. The short cap sleeve is super cute. I might copy. Yeah, do it. Do it, especially with like, at least over here in Southern California, it's already hot. It's so hot. So I was like, and it being super wash, but it's still wool. It's a little thick. I was like, I can't do the full sleeve. I'm gonna be sweating. Do the cap sleeve like me. We can match. Isabella, hello, just joined. Jasmine, the advice helped. Yeah, you have to talk to yourself like confident. Even if like deep down you're questioning it, if you verbalize it enough, it might come to fruition. Oh no, the end that you have to weave in is really short. Maybe you could just like light it. I'm not suggesting that anybody plays with fire on YouTube. I do not condone that, but safely and cautiously you can just like melt like your little knot. So that way you don't have to like weave in that really short end. I hate when that happens when I cut it too short. Oh my gosh. That's frustrating. Like you only have like an inch and a half to weave in. Ugh. Shatika, welcome back. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in a minute. Lainey, you made it again. Shatika, you're knitting a summer lace sweater. Doing the back, then knitting a tulip lace shawl. What? You're way more productive than me. I want to see those. Oh. Well, let me start this color. Is the dog okay? Oh yeah, she's out. She's out. She's out cold. Almost forgot what I was doing. There we go. Asher, you finally got to split sleeves and tried it on like a bolero. And now I need to finish the sweater to wear it, hopefully in time for Easter. Oh, the colors are working up into a fire Easter fit though. I feel it like the first half. It does kind of give me like Easter vibes a little bit. It's so funny. See? I knew I was saving opening up that mention. Because my bad habit too is like if I get like a couple notifications, and like I go to open one of them, or like I open them at all, then all of the notifications go away on my phone. So then I forget about all the other ones. So I'm like, I have to be careful about when I like choose to open them up, or else it'll completely slip my mind. So I knew I was saving it for something special. You split for sleeves. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What am I doing off here? Because it's not really. Maybe I should be chaining 3. We're having issues, tension issues. I guess for a pillow, again, I do kind of want this to like stretch to fit. If I make it too perfect, like a square, it might lie too flat. Like the pillow might not have any fluff to it. It'll look like saggy. Okay, let's see. Every time I come on a live stream, I always tell myself I need to get my glasses. If I'm back here, I can't read it. I can't read it. Lainey, you just took sleep meds and then saw your live. Hang in there as long as you can. Once the sleepies hit, adios. Seffi, welcome. You're from Sweden. Ooh, you're crocheting fingerless gloves. Well, welcome to the live stream. We're just hanging out today. I'm crocheting. I'm struggling a little bit with this square. Before, there was too many increases, so all I did was take away 1. Now there's like not enough. And all I did was take away 1. I don't really want to block this though. Ugh. Something is telling me I should have been doing 3 chains, not 2 chains. I've committed. We're just going to keep going. If I need to do this over again, so be it. Maybe I just need to crochet looser tension. Maybe that's what it is. It might be my tension on the corners. The focus is intense right now. The music just went lo-fi. Getting into that concentration in the zone. Oh, this looks good. Wait. Am I skipping a stitch? Hold up. My eyes need to calculate. 2, 3. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh no, I'm not. I'm not skipping a stage. Oh, and right now, my pattern testers are getting close to finishing up. Oh, am I skipping a stitch? My pattern testers are getting close to finishing up the halter top test. Hmm. One, 2, 3. Oh, my Lanta, I have to redo this. Get out of town. I've been skipping a stitch. I take back what I said. I already cut my yarn. You guys are literally watching me in real time. Just not get it right. It's just not been my week. It's not been. I'm going to fix that. I can't just not. I can't. If it was like one little stitch, but it's one stitch on every row, and it is jacking me up. Guys, don't look at me. Don't look. Look away. Okay. Oh, I cannot believe I did that. I knew something was up. It's because I had the start of my rows, instead of just chaining 3, I slip stitch over one so that it looks a little bit cleaner. But then I lost. I forgot. I'm supposed to still add another double crochet. Okay. Let's increase. Okay, so 1, 2. Oh, maybe that's right. What's going on? What is going on? I don't understand what's happening. This is part of the creation process that y'all don't see on my end. Sometimes I can just like start a project and it just like flies right off the hook and I have like no issues. And then there's days like today where I just cannot get it together. That's my issue right there. Maybe I should just start from right there. Maybe I should not do the chain one. Third time's the charm. Artistic Rain. You're looking at my website and the Shroomin color is so gorgeous. Thank you. Yeah, that's such an old colorway now. It's been, what, almost 2 years since I made that one? That's kind of crazy. Yasmin, welcome. It's more like, what am I not crocheting? I'm supposed to be crocheting a pillow cover. I'm not, though, because we've frogged so many times. Isn't that crazy? It's like some of the more simpler stitches, like this. It's like a version of a granny's square, and it is hindering me. This is like a basic. It's always the basics that'll get you in the end. Gotta be good at them. Shrug, thank you. I'm having, the last few days have been a little bit rough, but I'll be honest, this live stream is helping. It's very therapeutic to be able to like talk to you guys and just, you know, be myself, be a chatty Cathy. Jordan reminds me every day that I talk a lot. Like, it's been that way since I was a kid. My parents used to tell me that when I was younger, I would just nonstop. If they're in the kitchen cooking, if I was in the back seat of the car, I was just going off. It's just part of who I am. Wait a second. I just realized real time. Oh my gosh. Okay, so for like the last few months, I've had this idea of crocheting. It's like a lampshade, but I'm not going to be crocheting it like over a lampshade. Like I just want it kind of like freestanding on its own. But I've really been trying to like go over like how to get it to take the shape that I want, because I wanted to use granny squares. But for the life of me, I was kind of just like, I don't know how I can like alter the shape of the granny like the way I want it. And right now, as y'all were witnessing the destruction that is this pillow cover, I just realized how I can do it. Wait, that is so exciting. I might have a method to my madness. Granted, it shouldn't have happened here. Inspiration strikes. It's not perfect like how it was taking that funky shape. It's not perfect how I want it, but now I have like a better idea of how I can start at least. Wait, I'm so excited. So I've really been sitting on it for like, realistically, probably like 2-ish months now, maybe 3. And every time I sit down to try to like plan it out, I'm like, I don't know how it's gonna work. Now I'm playing yarn chicken. What did I say? Tell yourself it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be so cool. It's not cool. Stop. I don't want to tie a knot. It's gonna make it all bulky. Okay, we're improvising. Improv. Oh gosh. I'm giving myself more ends to weave in than I need. Cozy Crochet is crocheting a dress with crochet thread. I love that. I'm trying to also like, so I'm kind of into filet crochet right now, like a little bit. And then I had this idea for like a top that I wanted to do with the filet. And it looks really cool. So I guess technically it is crochet thread. Wow, maybe I could give you guys a sneak peek. Me with just all of my whips everywhere. But my only concern is that it's like, I think it's labeled a number 1, but bruh, this is like lace. But I've been like working on this, and I've redone this like, it's my 3rd attempt. So filet crochet with like a little bit of imagery inside of it. My only concern is that's kind of fire. I don't know, actually. That looks good. But yeah, this is what I've been working on too, on the side. And I thought it'd be really fun to do like a mesh version and then also a solid version. So instead of the lacy filet, that would just be solid stitches. And then where I have the pattern, I could just use a different color yarn. So kind of like color work. If y'all can't see what that is, I'm gonna cry. This is literally my 3rd draft. Lord help me. V, hello, and hello to the chat. Linda, I am from California. The good old CA in the US of A. Born and raised here. Oh no, my chat just went away. Hey, I don't have glasses right here. I'm gonna go leave. Oh no, Jasmine. I hope your tonsils gargle some salt water. That's the best advice I can give you. Maybe some Hall's throat lozenges, maybe. I'm praying for you because I know the struggle. Linda, yeah, you guys literally saw the light bulb come on in real time. Because if I'm just trying to make like a perfect square, then it was the wrong pattern. Like I said, I'm trying to like alter the shape of the square for this potential lampshade idea, lamp cover idea. And I kind of have a gist now. And it was like all by accident. So that's kind of crazy. Good things come when you least expect it. Boo, welcome. Boo, boo, boo. Are you done with your Advent? Isabel, yeah, and me, like, it's gonna be cool. The yarn chicken's gonna work out, and then it didn't for me. But you know what? At least I had scraps, so it's a different kind of yarn chicken. Yarn chicken because I don't want to tie a fat knot, especially this is bulky yarn. The knots for joining two, I didn't want it. At least I have backup yarn, you know. Oliver, are you okay? I think Oliver was like rolling around on the floor. Oh, you guys like the lace. Thank you. Seppi, what should you do when you just have money for thin acrylics? I mean, honestly, there's a lot. You could also double strand or triple strand with your acrylics, but options are kind of endless, to be honest. Yay, Linda! You see that it's a flower. Thank God. Thank God. The first version is not bad of that flower, but I'm also trying to like do math in the sense of I wanted the flower to be taller and not wider because it makes the flower look chunkier instead of, I guess, like more realism. It's like the anime version, you know? So that's why I did a couple different versions trying to decrease the width of it, but elongate the flower. So it's not 100% how I had envisioned it, but I kind of like it. So I might roll with this one, but we'll see. this pattern is going to take me a minute. It's going to take me a while. So I have some time to kind of like mess around with it. Zolita. V, as an estimate, about how long would you say it takes to make the penny polo? So from my experience, it took me about a week, on and off, but pretty consistently working on it every single day. My testers, some got it done in about a week. I can't even remember how long my testing period was for. But I would say an average, maybe two weeks is my best guess. It is Suki in the back. She's hi. You want to come here? Come here. Come here. Come here. They want to say hi. Come here. Come here. Come here. There's my girl. Oh, there's my gosh. She's big, guys, and she's heavy. Look at her. Look at how she's not a puppy anymore. Oh. Oliver, are you getting jealous? I'm sorry. I'll hold you after. Yeah, she is turning into a big girl. Say hi. Oh, you're hot, huh? You want to play with your cousin? Here. You want to play with him? Yeah, she does. She said, I'm ready to play. Don't cause a ruckus, though. Mama is live streaming. Oh, and then, dang, we're already at the 56-minute mark. I also just want to let you guys know, in case you don't all go on Instagram, my April colorways are open or are available for pre-order right now. So I think I'm going to have them open. I had somebody DM me and say that they asked me to extend it a little bit. So I think it's going to close, today's Wednesday, in like a week or so. But I have the 3 new colors. So if you guys are interested, they're already up on my site. I could pull them out too, just to give you guys like a little sneak peek, because I realized I hadn't even like discussed or shown you guys the colors. I literally only like posted it on Instagram. But where are they? Where are they? Where'd they go? Wow, so gorgeous. Hey, get out of there, Missy. Get out of there, Missy. Okay. Sorry, I had to pull the fibers just because I needed to show you guys the new colorways. But so this first colorway, which is like my favorite, this one is called Lotus Pond. And I actually dyed this on my new base. I just started carrying it, but it's 50% silk and 50% superwash. And she feels so good. I was really close to stocking. It was 90% merino and then 10% silk. But I was like, I feel like that's just too close to like a standard superwash. Like you'll notice a little bit, but I was like, no. I need the option. So I went with the 50-50 silk. So this is Lotus Pond. This is one of the new colors. And I'm gonna make myself a little baby cardigan with the silk. I'm gonna test it out. And then you guys saw me wearing this top on the last live stream. But this is another new colorway. This is Wisteria. So there's a bunch of, for the most part, it's like semi-tonal lilacs. There's a few different shades of lilac and purple in there. And then we have this really gorgeous speckling. You guys can see there's like lime green, a little bit of like hot fuchsia pink, and like some yellowish gold. But yeah, this one is Wisteria. This is what the little flower looks like on that top. Check this out. Look at this mini. This is the wisteria color. So this is the second new colorway. I almost dropped it. And then I didn't have any more full because I ended up shipping them out for some orders. But then I also have this other one, which is a little bit more, I wouldn't say subtle, but it's just not as crazy of a color. It's a little bit more subdued. And then this one is Victorian lampshade because it was giving me like kind of like grandma's vintage lace curtains that she's had up in her home since like the 60s. But I didn't think like Victorian curtains sounded right. So I went with Victorian lampshade. But yeah, I have 3 new colors. So if you guys are interested, I just want to let you guys know because I know a handful of people that join me on the live streams or even just watch me on YouTube. They either don't even have an Instagram or they just don't follow me over there. So I thought I'd do like a little PSA because I need to post it like on my YouTube. But yeah, my information only gets to probably like maybe a quarter of people. So yeah, pre-orders open right now if you guys are interested. But I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with the silk. Like I really wish you guys could feel it. It's cool because you can still feel the merino in there. And you can definitely feel like the textural difference with the silk and the 100%. Like without a doubt, the minute I pulled it out of the plastic, I was like, okay. So yeah, I like having the merino in there because it's still gonna have a little bit of stretch, more of like that memory, and it's gonna be like plushy. But then the silk, it's like breathable, slippery smooth. Oh my gosh. That's another, I have so many projects, but that is another project that I intended to start this week is to use the silk. I haven't gotten around to it. Right now the pillow is like kind of pressing. So I have to work on that. Suki is getting big. We haven't weighed her since the last time that we were at the vets, but gosh, the last time we were there, I think they said she was 7 pounds. She is safely, I'd say she's a good like 12 right now. And she is the same length and the same height as Mowgli. Can you guys believe that? The same, obviously she doesn't weigh as much as him, but she's the same size as Mowgli now. Melissa, you're so sweet. Oh, you finished the regular, oh, the raglan sweater tutorial. I want to see what you made. Oh, that's so sweet. You're making my day. That's so kind of you to think that I'm the coolest person in the world. For me right now in California, right now it is 4 p.m. So the sun is starting to, like where my windows are, starting to get a little bit shadowy. No, lady, bye. Don't let the meds take over. Drink some water. Drink water though. Speaking of, drink water. Be safe. Good night. Oh, in Sweden, it's almost midnight. Okay, A, which of your bases would you say is the softest or the easiest on the skin? I have eczema that animal fibers seem to irritate. Is it like all animal fibers? Because I would say, I mean, as you know, with superwash yarn, it has been like treated to reduce or like to eliminate the scales on the fiber. The softest? I don't know. I would say, I mean, at the moment, I'm not trying to pitch myself like that, but in comparison, right now the silk is the softest. It's very, very soft. Next up, maybe honestly the nylon superwash. At least to me, it's like a little bit smoother than the 100% superwash. So any of the nylon bases, like the nylon fingering, nylon sport, or nylon sock, excuse me, nylon sport, um, silk. But have you ever purchased from my website before? Like, have you felt the 100% superwash? Because in my opinion, it's very soft. This top that I made in Wisteria, this is my DK 100% superwash. And to me, this is really soft. I wore this like for a whole day. I was actually sweating a little bit, but not once, like bare skin, you know, no bra, just free willy. And I had no issues with it. I would say if you're having eczema stuff, definitely not the mohair and maybe not the boucle. But the cotton base that I have is also pretty soft as well. The cotton base I have is 50-50, so 50% cotton and 50% superwash. And maybe having the cotton in there versus a 100% superwash might not be as like distracting because you have like the symptom with the animal fiber. Cozy Crochet, how do you take such good photos for your website? That's something I've always struggled with. You want me to be completely honest? My boyfriend is a professional photographer, so he takes most of my photos. I would say like 25% of the time, I'm the one taking the photos. Like if he's at work or something and I need just product shots of like the new colorways. Like for example, if you go to my website, the new colorways, I took them all, but pretty much everything else Jordan took. And he's been doing photography for shoot 7 years, 5 years, 7 years, like full time. So it helps because I can take like basic photos, but he just has the eye to make it a little bit better, or actually a lot of bit better. But a photographer. Melissa, what are you doing? You have to go? Oh no. Right now I was reworking. I think I figured out. I was literally skipping one stitch at my join, which is a rookie mistake, but I'm trying to work up a pillow cover. Uh, I'll have it by tonight. I think it's just a little distracting right now, but I'm working on a pillow cover. I also got some pillow forms or pillow inserts at Joann the other day. They were having a sale, 40% off of pillow inserts. So I grabbed like a neck roll one and then a down pillow or down. Is it down? Or I think it mimics down. A square pillow. So this is to be going onto the square. And then in the future, oh I should show you this right now. Hey, Oliver, what are you doing? Are you giving me side eye? And then Suki's like, dude, these two, Oliver, your Dorito ear is stuck. That's Oliver. That is the mixed dog, my mother-in-law's dog, that we're dog sitting for right now because, as I said, they are in Europe, living it up. Living it up. Oh, okay, this is interesting. You said cashmere seems to be the only one I can kind of handle, but that's also simply so expensive. Yeah, so I was actually also planning to expand into another base, MCN, merino cashmere nylon, but you are right. That is a much more costly fiber. So that's hard, you know? My only other suggestion would be like maybe a 100% cotton, but there's limitations. And even I personally don't like to use 100% cotton. But yeah, I do want to expand into MCN. I just wanted to start with the silk. And my honest thoughts are that I'm probably going to prefer the silk over the MCN. I would still like to supply it, like have it there for those who are interested in it. But I think I already know this bad boy is going to be probably my all-time favorite fiber that I carry. Oh, Seppi, you crocheted a blanket for your cat and they're sleeping on it now? You guys remember when I crocheted the blanket for Suki? It was just like a really quick project, but she tried to eat it, so I can't leave it around her. And then my crochet rug, the circle one, it sits here in the corner. If she's like napping on it and she thinks I'm like not keeping an eye on her, I'll catch her like nibbling on it and she'll like stop and look at me. And I'm like, I see you, dude. She just can't be trusted. Can't be trusted. You'll look at the nylon bases and the cotton superwash combo you mentioned, particularly since I'm looking at summer knit soon. Yeah, I mean, especially for summer knit, I would say the nylon mixture or the cotton mixture. Like I said, I would even highly suggest just the 100% superwash. I would also suggest the silk, but again, that is a higher price point than the 100% superwash. So it kind of just depends, again, like on your budget. But yeah, I need to work it up soon so that I can like take photos and hopefully through the photos, it can like portray the texture of it, the feel of it, you know. Somebody home? Oh, somebody might be home. Yeah, but let me know. I'm interested to know what colorway that you're interested in. I'm itching to dye up some of the new colorways, but it's been a little bit slower. So I think I might just be dyeing yarn for myself, which is cool, but I only have so much time to make projects. Cozy, dating a professional photographer would definitely help. Unfortunately, my boyfriend has shaky hands. Okay, what you could do is like find a setting that you really like, whether that's in your house or outside, and like find the angle, like, ooh, this would look good right here. And then position your phone there and then get like a tripod. I have like my phone tripod from Amazon, I think. It was like 15, 20 bucks. But like go around and like find the angle that you like first and then mark it and then get your tripod and just like put your phone right there. And then put it like on video so you can just like move around and pose or do whatever you want. And then you can take screenshots afterwards. Or you could just burst timer, you know? But to be honest, when Jordan's gone and he's at work and I like the photos I took of myself like in the halter top and that knit top that I knit and then I dyed, those were all on my iPhone on a tripod. So there's that. Laura, hi. Cozy, stop. You said that you feel old because you're almost 20? Bro. Yeah, sometimes it's kind of crazy. Like some of you guys are mentioning how you're like 13 or 12. I'm like, oh my gosh, I turned 30 this year. I turned 30. But be for real, how old do I look? I'm half Asian, so probably very young. A lot of times in public, if I'm just like meeting people, running, they think they'll be like, oh, are you 18? I'm like, I wish. I wish. Oh, Laura, You guys are being so sweet today. I mean, you guys are always sweet, but y'all are like really hyping me up. Thank you for saying that, Laura. I'll be honest, the last few days I've been kind of like struggling, just mentally. You know, I've just been, business is pretty slow. YouTube has, I don't even understand. You know, it's just, I feel like I've fallen off the face of the earth, and it sucks, you know, sometimes to feel like you put in all this effort into like making these creations and making art that you're very proud of, and then sometimes it can feel like, you know, you're not being noticed, or like your work is not being adorned, you know. So it's been a little bit of a struggle the last few days, but you guys are being very, very kind. And all I can say is I really appreciate it. And thank you for even saying something in the first place. Betty said Fart Fairy is back. Wait, Betty, you're Fart Fairy on Dead from Whatnot, right? It was Fart Fairy and like Fairy Queen or something like that. Betty, I'm going to remember that. Betty is Fart Fairy. Wisteria, Aphrodite, and Eavesdrop are all gorgeous. I like a punchy, high contrast yarn personally. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Then I would either say, I mean, it's up to you, but I would say like for punchy, Wisteria or Eavesdrop. Oh my gosh. I love Eavesdrop. Yeah, Aurora too. It's a little bit more jewel toned, a little bit deeper. Oh, see, that'd be good for summer too. Hey, you also turned 30 in February. Are you an Aquarius? Are you on the cusp? Are you on a cusp? JoJo's home. Bex, see? 37 years old here. Welcome to the club, being the 30 club. I will figure it out, Laura. I had some pep talks last night, and you know what? Best thing I can do is just keep doing what I'm meant to do, and pieces will fall into place. Just keep chugging. Keep chugging. Oh, A, you feel this so much. You're not a fiber artist. You're an illustrator, but the struggle is so real. I feel like I could cry right now. So yeah, like now I just feel heard, you know, and I feel seen. Yeah, it doesn't matter whether you're a digital editor, you're a photographer, you're a crocheter. It could be anything, a scientist. I feel like everybody at some point, especially when you're just a creative of any kind, a creator, there's that struggle, that artist struggle. You have, sorry, oh my God, I can't read. Oh. Cozy, I have trouble finding a good location to take photos. But you live in a college dorm. There's got to be some nice scenery around your school. There's got to be. Yeah, I definitely don't think has anything to do with like viewers in particular. I think it is a big part YouTube algorithm, because for most of my YouTube career, very consistent. And then I skipped 1 week, shot it. I'm still on the live. Are you going on a ride right now?
No.
Oh, okay. You went to work in that? They were saying how big she's getting.
Ooh.
Hi, baby. These two, it was so hot on the walk. They came up here and they both were on their side, passed out. And then Oliver was rolling around right here when he heard you get home, and I was showing them Oliver. Ow, fuck. Hey, whoa, freaky. Liquid. Her tail. Show the tail. Turn around. Can you see her tail? She loves it.
Okay, bye guys.
I'm gonna close it out. Yeah, algorithm, brutal. Like I was saying, for like the first half of a year I had a YouTube, I was very inconsistent. And then about like the 7 or 8 month mark of having a YouTube, I was actually 2 times a week for almost like a year. I don't know if you guys remember that. 2 videos a week. I don't know how I was doing it, but I was. And then I'd say about a year ago, I dropped down to just 1 video a week. But I was every week. I think I might have missed an upload like maybe once. I was just super consistent. So I think YouTube was very also consistent with me. And then this last month or month and a half, I was posting on different days. So like one day I'd post on a Monday, another time I'd post on a Thursday, and then one week I just skipped because I didn't have the mental capacity for it. And ever since then, it's been not good. It's been like so sad. Like I check it every now and then I'm just like, I can't even look at it. It's so disheartening. So yeah, I'm just trying to like reevaluate because it sucks that, if I want to take some time off, like a week, I just want to take a week off. Am I gonna get punished for it? It's so, it's not a good feeling. The freelance life is rough, especially like photographers. Work is so, like getting work is so inconsistent. You could have 1 month where like your phone will not stop blowing up, and then like 2 months later, and you're like, I haven't gotten work in a whole month. It's just so, you never know. It's a guessing game. There's the stuff inside you that wants to come out and be seen, but it feels like you're dictated by all those outside forces that you just can't control. Yeah, that's pretty much in a nutshell. And then it's like you can go on Instagram, like explore page, and every photo you see is something gorgeous and beautiful, and that's not anything negative at all. But then while you're struggling with like your own issues, whether it's internal or external forces, and then you see so many like amazing people doing amazing things, and then you start to question like, how come I'm not producing stuff like that, or how come my stuff isn't being seen like that? And it's like, there's so much that goes into it. So much. The algorithm messes with people on all platforms. My TikTok is so up and down. One video could get 7,000 views and the next could get like 20. I couldn't even begin to understand the TikTok algorithm, because I had one in like the beginning of my TikTok, I had one video. It wasn't even anything crazy. It was like my nighttime routine, and it was just like me washing my face and like crocheting in bed. That video, I checked it today. It has like 600,000 views. And then all the other videos I've posted since then, granted, I am not consistent on TikTok, but I get like 700 views, It's just so crazy. Like, why 600K and then 700 views? Make it make sense. Hey, you said that we've connected before. Maybe not on here, because if you don't want to give out personal information, but you should just DM me so I know who you are, because I don't know A. I don't know A. I hear A and I think of Pretty Little Liars. A. Do what you think is right. Absolutely. It really impacts me mentally as a chronically ill creative. That comparison is very natural, but it's also harmful because it makes you wonder why this and why not that. Yeah, it's hard. So I think recently, the last few days, I'm trying, like I go on Instagram, but like I'll try to check messages, check up on my pattern testers, or like post something of my own. But the minute like I go into like auto mode and I just start scrolling, I'm like, wait, hold up. I don't even have the mental space right now to be taking in others' artwork, because I just don't think I don't think I could handle it well, like, so yeah, I still like go on Instagram right now. I've only been doing it for a couple of days, but like I'll go on it, but it's only if I have like a notification. Um, and then the minute I'm like scrolling, I'm like, hold up, we should not be doing this. I should be working. This is not pertinent, you know? And eventually I'll have the mental capacity to like want to look at other art and be inspired again. And so this week is not the week. It's not the week for that. I just need to focus. Okay, guys. I just want to say before we end the live stream that I'm really thankful that you guys were here for real. You've actually like really turned my day around. This happens a lot with the live streams. I wouldn't say I was depressed all day, but I was just kind of in a funk. And I think the first words I've spoken today were to you guys. Like Jordan left for work in the morning. I took the dogs on walks. I say good girl and snack. But I haven't even like moved my vocal cords. And just to be able to like talk to you guys, and you're always so very, very supportive and very encouraging. It's given me like that little bit of motivation to, gosh, there's so many projects. Like I also realized before I closed it out, I haven't really posted like a clothing tutorial in so long. So last night I was talking to Jordan, but I was like, I think I should put out some like basic summer wear tutorials. So that's also something I want to like start possibly tomorrow or Friday because I got to film. But then I mean, for everybody who just came into the chat, I mean, have we seen this other thing that I'm making, like a little tank? I kind of want to do like a tank version and like a boxy tee version. Saved by the Bell. But yeah, there's a lot of projects right now. I got the pillow cover. I've got whips from back in October. But yeah, I just want to say I appreciate you guys a lot and thank you for being here. I'm hoping we're gonna get on a schedule Wednesday or Thursdays. Let me know. Okay, my phone, the music, it's gonna die. I'm gonna let you guys go. Be safe, drink water. I will also drink water. Cheers. Elixir of life. Bye. Be safe. Good night. Good morning. Happy crocheting.